There you go. That was more than I had. Yeah.
That was because you were too foolish to eat lunch. It's not my fault.
Oh no, I had many things to do.
Yeah.
Mountains to cross.
You know what?
Now, was that thing working tonight?
It better be.
It better be because
And look at your clock, okay?
That's a good idea.
look at the clock.
Don't you like logical?
I love logical. So,
You two will get along fine.
what we do now,
Yeah.
especially when you remember what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
We aren't.
Nothing.
That's logical. We're not too. Donald Trump.
Oh,
Let's-
no, you gotta start it
no.
again.
No.
What is it this time?
I don't know. What is it anytime?
What is it every time?
Yeah. He's Putin's friend. Yes, he's gonna add tariffs to the Chinese imports.
I
He's
thought
done,
he
he's
He's
done
already
that.
done it.
No, he's talking about from 10% to 25%.
What?
Well, that's just adding more tariffs.
Yeah.
So it's a,
You know, the man is an idiot.
And this surprises
Yeah.
you?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't. But it's just
But-
another.
but
What?
we elected him. So what does that say about
Wait a
us?
minute,
Whoa.
wait a minute. We
You
didn't
might have
elect-
and you might have, but I didn't.
No, I didn't. No.
Well, individually, but we did as a country.
So blame them.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Come on, it's an American issue.
Oh, all right.
You know, you can't. What are you divorcing yourself from America now?
I am. I'm an alien.
Oh, from which planet?
Yes.
I can't tell you.
And besides, don't say that too loud. They might come after you and say he's an alien. Put him up on the wall.
Yes.
That we don't have yet.
Put him on the.
Klaatu Barada Niktu. Remember that?
May the force be with you.
No, not that one.
That's, what do you mean, not that one?
Not that one.
That's the most famous one.
No, Klaatu Barada Niktu is much
No.
more famous. That's from that 1950s sci-fi show when the Earth stood still. That guy, in
Oh,
the
yes,
robot from outer
yeah,
space.
yeah.
I don't
that
know
killed
that.
everybody? Oh.
I don't do sci-fi.
He didn't kill anybody.
Well, he had a nasty-looking giant robot that gave people mean looks.
We have those now.
You know, robot looks. What are you looking at me like that?
What's wrong with the robot look? It's just staring at you.
You know, I've said many times, I'm pretty biased against robots.
Oh.
And I don't hide it. The
What is
older
wrong?
I get, the older I
What
get,
is wrong with a robot?
oh, I'm
They
prejudiced.
can do your jobs for you.
Yes, they
Yeah.
suck. They're,
Wait a minute,
Whoa.
you got this on camera now.
yes,
Clean up your language.
okay, they uxay.
Children of all ages, pay no attention to this man. He's for hiding.
We're chatting.
Good
No,
night.
it's okay. Hi. No, but really, I can't stand robots. And it's like the older I get, the more Amish I feel. Because
Oh, really?
it's too much. It's just becoming too much.
A little too intrusive.
Oh, remember I told you about the robot
Oh,
Stop and
yes.
Shop?
What was that?
Yeah.
That ran over the broccoli?
Yeah. And did I tell you that very night they were on the news hour or half hour. They had a segment on those robots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be able to shop for you and pick your nose, pick your teeth.
You already got robots that wipe your butt for you. I mean,
Boys.
Not for me.
But you can't afford that one yet. But they sell
Remember,
them.
we have a very sensitive woman amongst us. Yeah.
Well, this is robot talk.
Maybe they'll Do your noses and your butts, but not mine.
I certainly hope not.
I have an in-law who's got one of those fancy new toilets
Yes.
installed in their house. You open the bathroom door, and all of a sudden this toilet lights up like the cockpit of a jet engine.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this? The
Yeah.
toilet knows I'm here. And then the lid opens, lights all over the place. I'm like, what
What
the?
is wrong with that?
I'm afraid of it.
Right. It doesn't bite.
I know.
And as a matter of fact, when you sit on it, it's the more.
Oh, heated seats.
Yeah.
Really?
And there's a remote control for the toilet.
Does it do anything for you?
I'm trying to be polite, but
Is it,
yes,
is it a bidet
does.
as well?
It does number one
It's
and two.
bidet. It's one of those fancy Eastern. It's a toilet slash bidet slash.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
Oh.
You know, remote controls, sensors, mood music, and literally wipes your butt for you.
Oh.
Because that's how they work.
I think he's exaggerating.
Maybe.
No.
Yes, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Wait for the butt
I'll
issue.
bet you a cup of coffee.
You got it.
Yeah.
He
I
likes
will
tea.
admit-
Yeah. If I win, I get a cup of tea. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if I win, I get a cup of tea.
No, you drink coffee.
No,
drinks
I
tea.
don't.
Oh. Oh.
He's a
Okay.
teaholic.
I'm a tea drinker. Except for yesterday, I was a coffee drinker, yes.
Heretic. You sold out. You sold out.
No, I had a craving for the old coffee. Yeah.
That is.
I know. I'm pure.
Don't you dare look at me like that.
That is sinful.
Yeah, it is.
Sinful.
Yeah.
Well, I've been known to be sinful. Yes.
I'm gonna turn you in. I'm gonna turn you in.
I'm gonna turn you in.
Oh, but last time, if you could go over again what we were talking about the bus fares and those things. You remember you said the money's going away on the buses?
Oh, the money boxes will
Yeah.
not be on the buses starting sometime later this year. And
I
the
didn't know that.
Routes are gonna be enhanced. There's a notice
Yeah.
out there that you can look at.
No more money boxes on buses. So everybody's gonna get like a card, and
Yes,
you can fill
a
it.
Charlie card.
Some sort of semi-permanent
Yeah.
Charlie card.
You put money on it at wherever you find the machines that
Wow.
put money on at the stations. Some of the money machines might be strategically located at
Mm.
different businesses in and around the city. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's change. It is what it is.
People
Yeah.
There's going to be some transition getting used
Yeah.
to it. Because, you know, the first question I asked was, somebody tries to get on the bus and they don't have one of these cards, all they have is cash, what happens?
Yeah.
They get on for nothing.
Yeah, and there's going to be some transition where,
And then they'll
People
have to
don't
get
know.
a Charlie card.
Yeah.
So that's no big deal.
no big deal.
No.
Except the MBTA is still losing money then.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if they're letting people on for free, they're still losing money.
No. That's not gonna happen that often.
okay.
You
Yeah.
don't know people.
Yeah, yeah. There's a hole in the system, people will use it.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened to honest?
Yeah, what did
That's-
happen?
That
Yeah.
door's open, yeah.
What was it? Out the window?
Yeah, wait, there it went.
What is wrong with you two?
It's cold.
Honesty is the root of all
Evil?
America. Yes.
Thank you.
Of who?
Honesty is the root of all evil? Is that what you said?
I am sitting here with two evil people right
Well,
now.
thank you.
You're sticking up with him.
What? He's
Well,
making
You're
sense.
You're not
Some-
even agreeing with me.
Some of the most evil people use honesty to twist the facts.
Well, you guys are so negative.
No, you were gonna say cynical.
No.
Yeah.
But at least we're happy about it.
I want to see this video
Why?
on MATV.
I think we're too hardcore for that.
I try to keep these people honest and above board, and look what I'm dealing with.
Very good.
So, I'm helping out, I'm starting to reach out to some of the campaigns around the city, talking to people, and hopefully I'll be able to help out some more this year.
Oh, very good.
You know why?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'd pretty much be staying out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get your name out there in the public eye. And the
George.
pressure will be on there.
No, I'm not running, Georgia.
Not this year.
No.
In about 2 or 3 or 4 years down the road.
Helen, talk to him,
He's
please.
not running, Jeff.
I'm not running. George.
He's running from you about running.
Yes.
I'm going to nominate him for president of the,
What, 6:30 Club?
What, the Pinochle Tiddlywinks Club? I can do that,
He ain't running for nothing.
except Tiddlywinks.
you don't want to know what was on my mind.
No, we really don't. Trust me, we don't.
No, what are you kicking me for?
Because you deserve it.
Hey, us men are supposed to stick together.
No.
Oh.
You know there's at least 63 genders.
Huh?
Well,
You know,
yeah,
there's
that's true too.
There's over 63 genders.
What?
Humans.
Are we talking about animals here?
No, humans.
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 Human beings.
Yes. You know,
Don't you peek in here.
That's,
you know there's over 63 genders now?
No.
yes.
Yes.
Really?
You want another
Really?
cup of tea?
No, I have no clue.
Well, you do
Who
now.
told you this? I'm not
The-
trusting you guys.
The internet
true.
told me.
Who?
The internet.
Well, that's something you don't believe the internet. They can put anything on the internet.
Yes, they can.
Yes. And
But-
they usually do.
But people believe it. I first
That's a problem.
I saw a headline with
People believe all this crap on the internet. Like
it's a different way of
factual.
life. At first I saw somebody posted a headline about kids being taught about 15 different genders in school. And I said, really? So then I said, so then I decided to research it myself, spend a few seconds. So I said, how many genders are there? Enter. Blah, 63. I'm like, oh. So I pulled up the article.
63 genders.
63. So I pulled up the article and I started reading the research study where it explains and makes a bullet list of what all known 63 human genders are. I said, you gotta be kidding me.
Explain one of them to me.
I can't even explain it to myself.
Well, try.
Wow.
You're not getting out of this room until you explain it.
You know what? Maybe I could show you real quick. Okay, let me try that again.
63
How?
genders. That is going to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't wanna,
How dare you?
make somebody angry or offend anybody.
You don't want to do that.
So a lot of topics, I just let us pass. Okay, how many genders are there? Is a common search term. And gender. Oh yeah, there it is. 63 genders. A new perspective on sex and gender. A research study.
Some,
George, I can't make this up.
no, I know you can't.
Okay, so see all the different
Oh,
colored
look at all
pencils?
the different colors.
So then go down here in the article.
Well, you're doing it so fast I can't read.
No, that part's not meant to be read. I'm about to show you in a second what I'm getting to.
Okay.
And I hate advertisements. Okay, there's a key, and this is it. This charts all the different genders, starting with male,
Male,
and
masculine,
look at that.
homosexual,
That's a different variation of masculine. You see all the different variations? Androgyne, blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah 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 blah. Feminine heterosexual woman, and then all the different variations. Bisexual.
people have
Blah, blah, blah.
absolutely nothing to do to make that list up.
Well,
God have
But my
mercy.
point is, I don't make this up. I know every now and then I show up and talk with you guys, and I say some ridiculous things, but it's real.
one or two.
One or two, but it's real. I can't. I'm not smart enough, intelligent. I don't have enough imagination to make up this stuff.
Stuff.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you're making that stuff up. I'm saying there's somebody out there that has not enough work to do, that he makes that stupid list.
But George, that is their work. They're getting paid
Yes.
to make up those lists.
Not for me, they're not.
Not for you.
No, but I'm afraid that is their work.
Oh.
Poor
Oh,
George.
that's
Poor
how,
George.
So getting back to robots, you know what? NBC News did an article like a couple months back about the direction of autonomous self-driving cars.
Oh, good. No, no, no.
Remember I said what was going to happen with them?
Yes.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
There's going to be a culture shift where certain things are going to move from buildings into vehicles. And guess what NBC's researchers are predicting? Brothels.
Are you kidding?
No!
Brothel.
Yeah, because if you get a self-driving car
Yeah.
and you give more room for people and they don't have to drive or do anything else,
Yeah.
it's a logical conclusion. That industry is going to move. It's harder to detect.
Right.
It's harder to stop. It's harder for the police to do anything because it's not going to be in one place or one sidewalk or anywhere else. Somebody could go on their cell phone and call up, a sex Uber or whatever the company wants to call itself.
I love it.
And the car will drive itself up.
I don't think you have much to do either.
The car will drive itself up with either a
NBC
human.
said it, not him.
The car will drive itself up with either a human or a robot thingy to do stuff with.
I'm protecting him. He's repeating what he heard.
Yes, I'm a parrot that way.
You protect whoever you want to.
That's why I'm going Amish on us. Because this stuff is, it's too much. It's too much.
It's absolutely asinine.
Yes.
Mm.
What's your point, George?
My point is, there's not enough work out there for these idiots to come up with that kind of crap.
Well, you got to give the robots something to do.
I'll give them a license. A robot can drive my car
Where to?
any place I want to go.
Eventually, that's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Can't stop it.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be here to see it, which is a good thing for me.
I will dispute that as well, because it's already happening all around us.
Not in my world.
It's probably, you probably
No.
don't even notice it.
What-
The car's driving
listen.
by on the street.
What you're losing here is humanity.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's something wrong with that picture.
Except that some people are arguing that that's the direction of humanity.
Oh boy.
There's a different philosophical takes on that whole issue. The robots are becoming us, and we're becoming the robots.
Oh boy.
Say that again.
I heard him.
The robots are becoming us, and we're becoming the robots. there's a different philosophical spin that's where we're evolving to. Because robots are doing more and more for us. In a lot of cases, they're even thinking for us. They're processing
Yes.
information.
Mm.
All these massive Google databases that know
So
what we're
how does
thinking.
that make us like them?
Because because we are them. Think of yourself. Well, no, not yourself. Think of other people.
Mhm.
Their lives are digital now.
Mhm. So I'm not.
You know, if your digital identity is you, and it's kind of hard to separate yourself from that. Remember I told you what happened to me with the hotel in
Oh,
Virginia?
yes, yes.
Someone stole my identity by just using my name.
Yeah.
So they used my name, the hotel clerk looked up the digital database and said, oh, that must be you. They didn't think about anything. There was no conscious thought by the humans.
Right.
They just
Well, they
just accepted what they saw
Yeah,
on some stupid
There's
computer
another issue
screen.
with what they see in the screen is
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
They don't stop to analyze it.
You know what they could have done to analyze it? They could have just said, show me your driver's license.
Right.
Or show me a credit card.
Some kind of thought process.
They couldn't do it. They can't make change. They can't do anything.
Well, I know some kids that couldn't do that quite a few years ago. In one
It's
of the
getting worse.
stores that-
It's
yeah.
getting worse. You know, when you walk into your home and you say, Alexa, order me a pizza. Siri, turn on the lights. You know, Spoogie, make the bed and wipe my butt. You know,
It's true.
it's true. It's true.
If you believe all the commercials, yes.
It's
No, it's
out
not
there.
the commercials. It's out there.
But that's where I hear in the commercials.
This is getting mass-produced and sold to a lot of younger families.
Yes.
And that's how they're growing up. Whereas us, we're old fogies. Sorry, I'm including myself. We're sitting in old-fashioned leather chairs. How much electronics are in these things? Nothing.
Right.
We still unroll paper and wipe our butts ourselves.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, some of us, anyway.
Yeah, we do.
So
But this younger
you're telling
generation.
me that that's digitized?
Oh
And then it
yes.
could happen? I
Oh
mean,
yes.
you could just, okay, unroll a piece of toilet paper,
George,
and I'll
it's,
stand up.
it's even weirder than that. Did you hear about the woman in I think it was Scotland, who married the 300-year-old ghost?
No.
That was a weird story. You know, so
Should be.
a guy in I think Japan had to one up her, and he married his robot. I mean,
Well, now,
well, that was better. That was better than like
Now
10,
what
15
you-
years ago.
now what
when
you're
there
telling
was
me-
a woman in Israel who married a dolphin.
what you're telling me is there's too much of that stupid information out there. That is crazy because
Yes,
people
it
see
is.
that and they generalize it and think it's normal.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's not normal.
No, it's not.
There's a lot
but-
of things that are becoming more normal now
Yeah.
in the next generation, George. Not for us, but I'm looking at the transition and I'm saying, damn, I'm getting old because I don't get it anymore. Just like I'm telling you guys, and you're like,
You might want to look at the time too.
oh, jeez, it's not so late.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, this stuff
Do we
is,
have a time limit?
it's up to you. I mean, for
Uh,
chatting, we're chatting.
Yeah.
You know,
Just throwing it at you.
Just
Do
chatting.
you have a time limit?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just, I'm gonna say it again, I'm getting old, I'm feeling old, because I'm seeing the craziness that you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
but because I'm in a younger age bracket, I've got to deal with it more directly, because I have young children, and I have to see them and work with them in this environment. And I'm thinking, you know what? On one hand, I want to protect my children from this, but on the other hand, I can't, because this is their world.
Right,
Yes.
yeah. And you shouldn't protect them from it. You should try to understand it. And have
Okay.
a communication between you and your children.
Gee, thanks, George.
Well,
I'm trying.
and that's all you can do. is
That's all I can
try.
do. You know, but so,
And you don't analyze it.
oh, I have
No,
to.
no, no,
I have
don't
to.
analyze
I
it.
have to.
No.
You remember what I told you I used to tell my kids all the time?
Mhm.
You know, when I was a child, when I needed toys or needed to play, I'd go play with rocks. Remember me telling you that?
Oh, yeah.
Rocks.
Rocks!
Back in Trinidad.
Back in Trinidad.
Oh.
Remember, I'm from
You're
Trinidad.
in a different country, yeah.
Hello.
When we moved to Dominica, we were
Yeah.
poor. We didn't even have electricity. You know, I didn't have shoes. You know,
Mhm.
open the back gate to my mother, grandmother's house,
Mhm.
and there was nowhere to go. There's nothing to do, and we had no toys. We had no money, and all day long we'd swim in the sea and play with rocks. And then remember, like about 5-6 years ago, I said we had the family reunion in Dominica.
Mhm.
Brought my children and all their cousins down to Dominica. Open up the back gate, and the kids would go out, and there was nowhere to go, and there was nothing to do. So you know what my children, all their cousins did? They sat around all day playing with rocks. They'd pick up rocks and skip them into the ocean. Because they were,
Yeah, yeah.
no Wi-Fi, no telephone, no big screen TV.
Excuse me, hello. You
Yeah.
got a text message.
Oh, that's a text message. Sorry.
Uh-oh. You have a text message.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. But that was me growing up. So I saw the world from having nothing, and I lived through that transition. Like in the early 70s, when my parents brought me and my siblings here to this country,
Mhm.
guess who my parents had fix the TV all the time?
You.
Exactly. You know, I'm thinking, you know, I'm like 6, 7 years old.
Mhm.
My dad would say, Joe, fix it. You know, then I'd go, you know, twist the coat hanger
Yeah.
and I'd hold the antenna in the right way to get the channels in.
See? You were all
See?
charged up
So-
and you didn't even know it.
So, you know, and then when the 8-track player wasn't
Oh,
working
God.
right, my dad would have me fix it. Or when it came time for a party, you know, and we had the 45 and 33 and a third RPM vinyl records,
Long
I
play.
would work the turntables, because I had sophisticated electronic turntables with the 45 RPMs.
Mhm.
Of course, I'd be the only one who knew how to work the arm.
See? That was by design, to keep you out of trouble. Your parents knew exactly what to do it.
But I could see the transition from my parents' generation to mine.
Mhm.
But now I can see the generation from my parents to me to my children. And I can see the vast difference. My children don't know what a wired phone's like. They don't know what an 8-track player is.
And they should, unless you show it to them and tell them about it,
But then
they're
again,
not gonna know.
my mother, who's still alive, she doesn't know what a smartphone is either.
Exactly.
And she's not going to.
She's not going to. She's like, forget about it.
And life goes on,
Yep.
in spite of ourselves.
Well, we can spite it all we want. We're enjoying it. But, so what else do you guys want to chat about? Should we wind it down for now?
Well, we chatted about idiot family members and.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe yours, yeah.
No, his, he did
Yeah.
all the talking.
Yours.
Well, we're just relaying some of the old stories. Seeing as George tends to not remember some of them.
What old stories?
Exactly.
I remember,
Yes.
Yes.
what do I remember? I remember there's a little tyke getting lost at Revere Beach. And some girl or lady, whoever it was, took me to the MDC Police Department, Metropolitan District, yeah, which is now part of the state police. Yeah,
I have a similar story.
yeah.
At one time, when early 70s,
Mhm.
my parents went back to Trinidad. We had a family trip back to Trinidad.
Yeah.
Went into town,
Mhm.
and I lost them.
You didn't.
Yes, I did. As a little boy, I couldn't have been more than like
You lost your
6, 7 years old. Yeah.
And how did you find them again?
No, they eventually found their way home. I'm not kidding.
God
They're in
bless
the middle
them.
of town. They're doing stuff. No one realize I'm
What
not there.
town?
This was in
Oh,
Trinidad.
in Trinidad.
So then they panic. They go all over town. Police looking for me.
Mhm.
You know, but me, for some reason, I didn't panic. I'm like, oh, geez, his parents wandered off. So I just kind of looked up. You know,
Yeah.
it's a big city.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'd ever been there before, or if I had, I was too young to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, that way. So from downtown, I just literally walked back home.
Right.
And I was waiting there when they got home, and they were stunned. I'm like,
See?
what? You know, what's the
Your
problem?
sense of direction was enhanced.
They were shocked. I'm just
Well,
a
of
little
course.
kid.
Yeah. Because they didn't expect to see you there.
They
They
did.
probably thought they were going to have to call the police
They
to
did.
search for you.
They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But I was sitting at home having some
Whatever.
soup or playing or whatever.
Playing with rocks.
Playing with rocks.
Yeah.
Here.
You know,
Well.
falling down a lot. You know, that's how I got the scar on my forehead. I have a really, really fuzzy early childhood memory of my time in Trinidad,
Yeah.
falling down and banging my head in a ditch. You know, and I've had this bump in the middle of my forehead pretty much all my life. But I was really, really small child,
Yeah.
and it must have been really traumatic for me to have a memory of it, because I was
Well,
really
probably yes. Yeah.
because I didn't leave Trinidad till I was about 5 years old.
Okay.
So it happened before I was 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Those were different times. I
see,
can't go back.
You can't compare
Time yet?
your childhood in Trinidad now because we tend to compare it to things we have now,
Yeah,
you know, and that's not fair to you as a child. Because when you were a child, or when I was a child, or when she was a child, what we did then was new to us. We had no clue what was coming on for the rest of our lives. Yeah. So that was.
hang on a second, George. Helen, help.
Help. Help.
Please help. What's he say? Please translate.
Everything that happened to you when you were a kid was all brand new to you. Now you have some experience in life, so you can.
Yes, but isn't that everybody?
Yeah,
is
that's what he said.
everybody,
You,
right.
me, him.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
everybody.
But you might want to check.
What do you
them
think?
out
They're
now.
different than us?
I don't know. I
Just
know,
your
but thank
skin
you,
color.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you.
But you
Just your
really
skin
might wanna
color
look
is,
at the
that's
club
all.
now.
I know.
But just, I'm telling you, so you don't
Oh, pish posh.
pish posh you.
Hey, don't you hit your friends.
No, she's pish poshing me.
Pish posh. What does pish posh mean?
She's a dangerous
You
woman.
just don't understand Mary Poppins vernacular, do you?
It's a Mary Poppins is my favorite movie.
Oh, is that where that comes from?
Yes.
Pish posh.
You know, move along, hurry up, spit pot.
No, I just wanted to make sure you don't lose this one.
Hope we'll be okay. So
I thought
let's-
this was gonna be an intelligent.
It is. It is.
Yes.
We're better than jellyfish, George. Come on.
Speak for yourself, John.
I am.
Well, la-di-da.
Okay. Let's close this segment out.
Okay.
We're having a swell time. Unless you got anything else you want to say to anybody. And remember, this is going to go out to the whole world.
Hi, world.
Hi, world.
I wanna see it on TV.
Good luck with that.
MATV.
Hi, world.
This is-
Bye, world.
This is gonna be the conversational hour, yes.
This is going to get a lot wider distribution than that.
really.
The
Wow.
internet, the cyberspace.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in space all right.
You know what? You love it, you hate it. That's my attitude.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you take it with a grain of salt.
Rock
Because you can't
salt.
believe everything that you see or hear
Oh, it's on the internet. It must be real, right?
Yeah. Only in government work, yes.
Oh, the government. I don't think the government's real either. Come
No.
on. How much do you trust from the government?
How much do I
How
trust
much-
the government?
Yeah,
Not very much.
there you go.
I don't.
Personally, I trust us more than I trust the government.
Yeah, but,
The
and I
government,
also give them a benefit of the doubt because some of them
yes,
are really out there trying to make a difference for the constituents.
yes.
Yes,
Some.
Some.
like Neil Kinnon.
Oh, sorry about that. I sneezed. Sorry.
I just thought of,
I was
throw that out.
trying not to name names here. Oh, come on. You're just trying to get me in trouble.
Oh, yeah, well, you, did I?
You're working on it real hard.
Well, where do I put you up for mayor?
No!
Oh,
Okay,
Lordy.
with that, let's call it a night, okay?
Okay.
Listen,
Oh,
say
geez.
hello to the next mayor of Malden.
George Bayers.
You'll die in office, yes. George Bailey.